Afternoon, David here. Another big topic of discussion right now that we're seeing in the job hunting market. A lot of people getting frustrated. This is an employer's market. It's very challenging. It's very frustrating. The term ghosting comes up more often than not. My question to everyone is, why are you spending so much time applying to jobs when you know that the outcome is, a very low return on your time and investment? Um, the organizations work really hard to put process and systems together, and you know they're really working hard to screen people out, reduce the numbers of candidates that they have to manage. And with AI and these automated tools now, it's faster and faster. It's not better, but a lot of people are getting screened out. You don't even know where you're going. You're going into that black hole of application, the application black hole. um, Recruiters are working hard now. They're overloaded. They're over capacity. They can't go through hundreds and hundreds of resumes, so they'll go through the first half dozen, maybe two, three, 4 dozen before they find that handful that they need to present to the hiring manager, and then off they go. So you may never even be seen. Some really sobering statistics. Applying to jobs versus the alternatives, which is networking, working with recruiters, etc., going direct. Only 2% of applicants actually make it past the first screen, which is, think about 200, 250 applicants in a funnel. 5 or 6 make it to the interview with the manager or the team. So sobering numbers. The average candidate applies to 27, 30 jobs before they get one interview. It's a challenging number. Recently read, and this goes to more sort of where the hidden job market is and that sort of thing, but 70% of hires in this market go to referrals or networked individuals as opposed to applicants. So that's a big number. So that leaves not a lot of wiggle room for you if you're applying, spending all of your time applying. It's really not a good return on your investment in time. Remember, organizations out there, 65% of companies out there have some sort of referral program. So networking with people in the industry is in your best interest. These people are incentivized to get your resume to hiring managers or recruiters, internal recruiters. So and if you are an organization, hiring referrals is faster. There's, I think the stat is 55% faster to hire people who have been referred in as opposed to through the traditional application process. So everything's in the favor of networking, getting into the process instead of going through the application process. So, to really summarize this for you, spend 95% of your time networking. The other time you can apply. I mean, obviously, if you're not working and you want to get out there and get those opportunities, but apply to those jobs, but then follow up quickly or do the research, which you should be doing first. Do the research on these organizations. Find out if you've got contacts in these organizations. Get your resume to those people for that active role specifically. Say, hey, I saw this job. It's great. Would love to work for the organization. Through my research, I just found out that you're working there. I'd love to. Can you help me out? And get the resume into the right hands. So, people seem to be working backwards. The goal is to get in front of the hiring manager, and people start 400 miles away, applying online, endlessly, hoping, crossing their fingers that they get to the hiring manager. If you spend your time connecting, making new contacts, I mean, if you're here on LinkedIn or another social media platform, or you're going out and going into the industry, face-to-face events or shaking hands with people and getting to know people face-to-face, those are even better. Spend your time on that. Get out into the world, get out into your industry, have conversations, get out into the real world. But online, you can really work hard and work smart to get in front of as many people as you want as possible. Now, the people you want to get in front of are hiring managers. So let's start off with doing your research. Which organizations do you want to work for? Find the organizations that align with your values, that align with your career aspirations, where you want to go. Take those organizations, now reach out and look at, who do I already know in that organization? If you don't know someone in the organization already, connect. The best people to connect with are people within your market, your industry. If you're in finance, if you're in HR, engineering, etc. Connect with those people. Most importantly, connect with people who could be or would be your future manager. Connect with them directly and start networking. And the more you build your network, the more powerful your network is during your job search process. Spend your time on that. If you do need to apply, or you see a company pops up that you weren't aware of, or you maybe didn't think of, and you see a great job there, apply. But do that networking as well. Follow up with individuals internally. Try and get a hold of those recruiters. Obviously, do it professionally and without expectation. This is the soft touch, the soft reach for these individuals. Being pushy or coming across as being desperate does not help in any way. So really, the soft approach is better. But obviously, spend the time on networking, new contacts, old contacts, previous colleagues, previous employers, etc., friends, family. Get your resume, an updated resume, to the right people in the network. Now, also, spend some time, do some research, find out what recruitment agencies in your industry, specific to your industry, are out there in your market that you can work with directly. They can be part of your job search team. Reach out, find ethical and motivated recruiters that will help you get in contact with these organizations as well. Working with one or two agencies that you can trust, having that relationship, you're there on the books. You do a screening call with them. They know what you're looking for. They're working on your behalf. And, the end goal is one, getting in front of the hiring manager, but two, really opening the door and giving you access to the world of the hidden job market, which is, the latest research I read was 70% of job postings, of job openings weren't even publicly advertised. And, so that's crazy. When you put that on top of 70-80% of those advertised jobs are filled with referrals and networking, you've got a small percentage of hires coming from applications. So you really want to focus your time on that hidden job market. And if you don't understand or don't know what this is, or you've never heard of it before, a lot of you have. But hidden jobs are basically, maybe they're confidential. They're there to replace someone, or they're for a senior role, and they're doing this confidentially. But a lot of times there are hiring plans going on. The organization says, I'm going to hire X number of people per quarter, et cetera. And they've got a plan to put in this role next quarter or next month, et cetera. So the job's not posted yet, but it's there, it's available. And if you get in front of a senior individual that's doing the hiring and they see your profile, that is an opportunity for you to start the discussion. Sometimes they say, you know what, we need to hire next month, but why don't we do that now? We'll get you on board early and get you ramped up. Or, hey, let's talk, let's have a discussion. You have a coffee conversation with the manager. They say, look, I'd love to hire you, but I have to wait till December or something like that, or January, the new year. So it's 2 months away. But at least that's the positive conversation. Those hidden jobs are sometimes in the head of managers. A lot of times managers are overtaxed. Their team is struggling. It's really, really busy. Back in the day, I'll give you an example. Back in the day when I was on the agency side, I would sit and talk to customers and I'd say, hey, if you had an individual sitting in your lobby right now that would most help you, what do they look like? What skill sets do they have? And what would you be able to pay for that? And that would always open up conversations of, we're trying to do this big ramp up project on our systems. My team is the one that needs to do that, but the day-to-day stuff is getting in the way, and we keep having to fight fires. If I had someone who could do this and take the weight off of my more senior, more experienced internal team, I'd be able to get that stuff done. Oh, great. Okay. So again, another opportunity for a hidden job that would be out there. Could be a contract, but it's work that comes across. And these are opportunities for you to get in front of hiring managers, even just for a conversation. At minimal, connecting, having a relation, starting a relationship of some kind in that way. So it's really important that you understand the return of investment in your time, for your time that you're putting into your job search, should be focused on the best return. So networking with the right people. Focus your networking on the right people, the right individuals in organizations that you want to work for. Do your research. Spend that time, sharpen your axe, get out there, do that work, do the heavy lifting up front, so that all this work is high return work in the end. So hopefully that's helpful for you. And it's all part of the whole process. Is very, it's intricate. If you haven't done it before, it can be frustrating and challenging. If anyone needs any help, reach out. As part of the network, I'm very willing to help anybody out there as well. So listen, take care, stay safe, and hopefully we'll talk soon.